Great. Well, today I was feeling to share about inner inquiry before we go into our meditation. The goal of meditation is to be present, and our ultimate goal is to be in the peace of God and to be resting in God, in the presence of God. And yet, as we know, you can't make stillness happen, and you can't force your mind to be quiet. And anyone who's tried has ended up in a bit of a struggle or a strain or a battle, which the ego loves. So it's not about trying to control thoughts. The only thing we have control over, as Jesus teaches in the Course, is the direction of our thinking. So we can control the direction of our thinking, and this is another word for this is mind training. Mind training. So rather than letting our mind wander and be distracted, we can direct our attention back to our desire, our true desire, which is for the peace of God, to be present, to be still. And even forgiveness, the forgiveness practice, at first you could say it's really using the direction of our thinking to choose to forgive, to choose to see, to direct our attention to seeing ego thoughts and using control or mind training to give the thoughts over to the Holy Spirit to release them. So this is how we can use our time. And during meditation, it's just really important not to judge the experience. So if there's a lot of thoughts coming up, it's about just allowing the thoughts to arise and then choosing the direction of our thinking towards the peace of God. And in my experience, if I noticed that there was something repetitive, something that would arise again, and here it is again, if you end up feeling like you're just on the surface, just dealing with the surface thought or repeating thoughts, then it can be helpful to just ask, what is beneath this? And just allow yourself to drop in that way. So if you're not just dropping into peace and stillness, you can still allow your mind to come deeper inward through inner inquiry by simply asking, what is beneath this thought? And inviting the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, is there anything else beneath this that I can see? What do I believe? What do I believe? Because beliefs are what sponsor the thoughts to arise. What we think comes from our unconscious beliefs in our mind. So this direction of inner inquiry is also an inward direction, to be looking deeper at what's going on in my consciousness. So during our meditation time, if you end up feeling like you're actually working, like you're doing some work, that's a good thing. That's a really good use of meditation time. Because it's all in the direction of releasing what is of the ego, to the Holy Spirit. And so that at some point, beyond conscious control, you may find yourself dropping into the deeper stillness in the mind. Yeah. But clearly, if there's a lot of ego beliefs there, then they are what block us from actually dropping into the love of God, and dropping into the peace of God. And so we can't bypass the beliefs in the mind, or you just end up skipping the process. So yeah, and in my experience, what I've found is that there have been meditation times where I've sat to meditate for an hour or so, and at first my mind's been quite active, and there's been thoughts and things to see, and then there's been something that's got a bit repetitive about maybe thinking about something that's coming next or something I want to prepare for. And so just being with that during meditation time and just watching and allowing the space to see my thoughts about a situation, and even see the desire to want to plan for it and want to be prepared for it. It's been a really good use of time to be still and go through that. And that in itself is a way of emptying my mind and unplugging from any fear that's there. And then at the end of the hour, I've had the thought, wow, that was a really busy time. I didn't really meditate at all. But then when I've gone to move, I've gone, oh, whoa, actually, I am in a deep place. I had no idea. I was actually in a very deep place. But I just happened to be doing quite a lot of forgiveness work during that meditation period. So, miracle is not under conscious control. And we can't perform miracles ourselves where we think they should be delivered. Like Jesus says, I perform miracles through you. And so the meditation is the same. It's all the same. There isn't really any difference. That's what we end up learning ultimately. There is no time when I'm not meditating. There's really no time when I'm not in prayer. There's no time that I'm not practicing forgiveness. There's no time that I'm not without my purpose. And so it becomes our life, a constant prayer, a constant state of forgiveness, a constant state of meditation. In the end, it all merges so that sitting still is no more special or different to when we're taking a walk or in a conversation. In the end, it's a transfer of the training of this direction for our thinking, to be with the Holy Spirit, to be aware of thoughts, to be listening inwardly, to be desiring the peace of God above all else. It becomes unified because that's our mind, our one mind, with one goal, one purpose. So, okay, so just sit so that you're comfortable. Okay, so just sit so you're comfortable. Close your eyes if you'd like to. And we're just joined in our shared purpose of healing in mind, of offering this time to God. Desiring to simply be here in welcome of the Holy Spirit in our mind, in welcome of the presence of love. What we desire above all else is to be one with God, to merge into the peace, the love, the presence that we are. And to stay here. So just allow yourself to relax and drop inward. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, just allow yourself to relax even more and drop inward. Deeper inward. And if you notice any thoughts arise, just allow them to be seen. Any thoughts about elsewhere, any concerns, just offer them to the Holy Spirit. And if you notice something repeating, a repeating thought or concern, where you feel like you're up on the surface, then you can just ask, what is beneath this? What do I really believe? And just notice what is revealed to you so that you can give it to the Holy Spirit. Choose to come inward. To be here, right here. And if you need a word to help you focus, a word that helps to remind you to come inward, to call upon, like the word God. You can call upon the name of God and let this one word fill your mind. As you continue to choose to come inward, letting go of everything else. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Such a gift to join together in this way. I'm so grateful. And there was just a line from the Course was coming to me just to close our session and take with us from here. And it's that all things are echoes of the voice for God. And so when you are asking for things of this world, it's like you're asking for an echo. You're asking for the echo. So just as we go forward, just it's the presence of God, the presence of love is what we truly desire in every moment and at all times. It's all that we truly want. So anytime we find ourselves asking for an echo, for something of this world, just be in recognition of what that is and be willing to just give it to the Holy Spirit, knowing that what we truly desire is to feel joined, to feel connected, to feel one with God, one with our brothers. And as we remember that pure desire, that's what we offer. That's what we offer. Because it's through our giving that we receive. So it's when we're clear about what it is that we're desiring, then that is what we offer. So it's when we're not wanting to get something from the world, when we're desiring the peace of God, to feel joined, to be connected, then we literally offer that as our desire. And we receive what we desire. That's God's law, universal law.